Regretting your career choice may be one of the most painful things in the world next to a heartbreak, of course. But imagine having the potential to be an accountant, public speaker, entrepreneur, or personal advisor, but end up as a lorry driver, a psychologist, or a receptionist. Not to downgrade these careers, but they tend to focus on your weakness as a person rather than your strengths as an individual if you have the ENTJ personality type. In today's video, we will be telling you what career paths may best fit you if you have this personality type. Don't go anywhere. 10. Accountants. According to the Hollard Code Framework, ENTJ's ability to be organized and persuasive makes them great accountants. As an accountant, your persuasive ability focuses on motivating, influencing, and selling to others. In addition, being organized is a must because it demands focus and orderliness when working with information. Some common traits of accountants are that they are analytical, great communicators, detail-oriented, organized, and have the gift of working with numbers. All these come naturally to the ENTJ personality. 9. Personal and financial advisor. If you have ever met them, you know ENTJs are great motivators, and they also like to help people achieve their goals. As such, it may not come as a surprise if you notice them trying to advise individuals on insurance, investments, mortgages, savings, and tax and retirement. That's only if you find them in the business and financial setting, of course. For them, this is not just an opportunity to be good at what they do, which is to motivate someone. Still, they get to meet and interact with new people, research, provide intricate details, and concisely and make financial decisions for their clients. About 25% of the time, personal and financial advisors are self-employed. 8. Entrepreneurs. It is impossible to mention the ENTJ personality without emphasizing how entrepreneurial they are. With their self-confidence, they may not be easily shaken by competitors because they believe they have the best of abilities. They thrive in competitive environments because that is only a signal to challenge them to give everything they have and exceed expectations. It is unlikely for them to fail or quit in business because failure may not be an option. 7. Public speakers. Who best fits this role than a commander? Anything that involves being in charge, whether in a subtle manner or not, they will take it. People love to listen to their engaging, authoritative, and personable personalities. Aside from that, they can convince anyone to take advice from them. No one knows how they do it, but they do. As a public speaker, you need to be concise and thoughtful, another common trait among ENTJs. If they choose this path, they are successful as human resource managers, public relations managers, and motivational speakers. 6. Lawyers. I am sure you're thinking ENTJs make great lawyers because they can be argumentative, but no, that's not all. They make great lawyers because they can easily understand and analyze information and remember facts. They don't mind getting information from all kinds of people to build their case, and when they do, they can go the extra mile by being ruthless just to win their case. They are likely to use a logical approach rather than their emotions when solving cases, which means they may not be biased. Moving forward in their careers, they stand the chance of becoming outstanding judges. 5. Convention planner. Conceptualization comes easy to them, and all they have to do is set out to bring their plans to life, facing every obstacle that threatens their progress. Planning an event with them is never a challenge because they are organized. For a team member, it means that duties will be assigned to you based on your strength. They can anticipate the turnout of events by considering what could go wrong or right because they are futuristic. 4. Civil engineer. Civil engineers are responsible for designing, building, and overseeing infrastructure projects and systems. To be successful in this role, you should be able to handle people well, and that requires great communication skills. You don't want to be stepping on toes with your words. Additionally, setting up schedules that will work and making sure they're adhered to is required. They thrive in such positions because of the desire to solve problems. 3. Legal and law enforcement. The perfect opportunity to take charge and cause change around you. Typical of ENTJs, their charisma as leaders also helps them excel in this career path because it demands a natural leader. 2. Surgeons. Certain positions suit this personality type, and one that requires empathy may not be the best fit for this personality type. They must stay away from occupying positions like nursing or psychologists because it deals with working with emotions, which ENTJs are not so good at. Regardless if they work on being empathetic, they may fit into these roles. 1. Teacher. At this point, you probably think that ENTJ personalities occupy positions that only require them to be mainly bosses, but they can help people focus, and a lot of children need that. However, they may fit in any teaching role, whether advanced or lower levels, which better fits their thought process. Whatever career they choose, they'd always thrive and end up at the top. However, ENTJs must be careful not to choose careers that stifle their strengths when making career choices. So, that's all about the career list of ENTJ personalities. There's still more to learn from them. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you receive a notification whenever we post. See you in our next video.